So today I'm gonna be streaming from 8:30 to probably 11 o'clock, and then after that I'm gonna get off. And I gotta in the afternoon. I probably won't stream PM session. We'll see. But I do have some stuff going on PM session, so. I just realized this is open to everyone. I forgot to change the permissions. That's whatever. Alright, well I guess this will be my free live stream day. Because why not? I'm bullish right now, guys. I'm not longing this, but I want it to work. Buy side is up here. Lots of engineer liquidity we've built up. You can just see like it's not perfect, but just lots of liquidity here, right? So and where are we redelivering from? We're redelivering from a bullish fair value gap right now, which lines up with an inverse. So that's why I'm mainly bullish for the time being. So yeah, I mean, it hopefully does work. I'm not taking it though. I'm just gonna watch for now. So ICT, if you saw, he tweeted this morning. Okay, basically what he said was, it's a holiday yesterday, and he says the mornings after holidays not really a good time to trade, which I agree based off my experience as well. But I mean, also look for a decent setup. That video, the Sunday night class, is uploading in a little bit. Okay. So, yeah. Gold. So gold, I'm kind of just. Gold's in kind of a weird spot right now, at least. Really, the one thing I'm watching on gold is a long setup out of here. Okay, I've yet to see like a good hourly setup. I've seen a few 15-minute, I've seen a few 5-minute setups, and they've worked. They just haven't gone super far. So like obviously, I think it was down here. There's a long setup on here in the 1 minute, and it worked to some extent, but it never ended up hitting buy side. And right now, as you can see, we just keep inducing. Which basically means we keep going down, retesting the lows again and again. Okay, and I really haven't seen too solid of a 15-minute setup yet off of this. So what I do is I wait for the confirmation setup. Okay, so I haven't seen anything yet. Basically, the confirmation setup would have been right here if we hit it on when we made this fair value gap. So this actually would have been the confirmation setup, not this. If this black candle, if this red candle retraced into this at this time, okay? Now keep in mind this is an inverse, so knowing that this is an inverse, okay, I'm still looking for like a 1 minute long setup off this, so I go to the lower time frame. I'm still looking for a 1 minute long setup off this because it is the inverse. So that's what I'm kind of looking for right now. Euro USD. Again, Euro USD is in a weird spot. We're way in a premium. I definitely prefer for your trace to discount before getting a long setup here. Okay. So I don't want to see this be traded to. I think overall I'm so bullish on it. And on Friday, I actually drew out this fair value gap in your USD, and I said we should get a pullback from here. And what I specifically said is, yeah, I know gold's reaction news. And what I specifically said about this fair value gap is, I always tell people, I'm like, I don't really care about fair value gaps on the opposite side of the curve. Okay, and this is on the opposite side of the curve. But the only time I ever will is if we're overextended, there's a fair value gap on the opposite side of the curve, we need a pullback. Usually we'll pull back from these. Just because we're pretty overextended. Okay. So that's that. And then I'm not, I'll check out oil real quick too. So I already had this drawn. We had a little broadening formation in oil. Okay, that's one thing. Oil definitely in a weird spot. This does look like a sell model. Okay, it does look like we're gonna go down and hit this low. I know we're in this bullish fair value gap, but just because of this top, kind of looks like a sell model. I mean, overall, I would say this is still bullish for now. Like, I would prefer looking for a long setup, but I don't know, just kind of in a spot right now where I wouldn't trade it. It's kind of in a weird spot. I don't like how we're in the traded the same range for the last 4 days. So typically don't like that. So yeah, I'd probably just chill on oil for now. See if we like hit sell side, you look for a reversal obviously. That's the only thing I kind of like. Could get like a long out of this. I started live streaming a little early today. I was a little bored. Again, there's a lot of low resistance liquidity that's built up. I'm not sure when we're gonna break it. We could go down one more leg first and go like this, and then come up and break it. But I am interested in longs to kind of break that. I want to see this fair value get violated. Yeah, London. The only thing I saw in London was we took out the Asian highs. Wait, did we? Oh no, we didn't. I don't know, London. So we never took out the Asian highs, but we did take out and form some high resistance liquidity right here, right, which caused us to dump, and obviously pretty low volume here. But I mean, this is probably the silver bullet for London right there, and this is just a nice sell model. And then this would have been the other entry up here, but it never gave it to us. But this would have been the silver bullet. As you can see, with the left a little bit, it lined up perfectly this up close candle right here. Never even wicked above. Also lined up with a fair value gap. And at the same time, we never, even though we didn't take out the Asia high, took a lot of this engineered liquidity out multiple times. So it's right here, right? And at that point, you wait for a short setup once we keep doing that. Why wouldn't you have waited for a short setup right here, even though he took out this high? Someone tell me. Not really. I don't really care about these at the moment. What's the reason? Why wouldn't we have looked for a short after hitting this buy side over here? Does anyone know? No. If there's a shift in structure, that means you're gonna look for a short tap. What's the one thing? Why wouldn't, like, what do you see in this leg? Look to the left. Why wouldn't you have shorted this for a value gap here? Even though we took out buy side. Even though it looks like a good short. Yeah, exactly. Okay, options got it. We took out the lows. So see how even though we hit buy side, we go down, and even though we get another fair value gap after hitting buy side, we hit sell side in the same thing. So it makes this 10 times more risky to take. See that? So that's just why you wouldn't even mess with this. Now let's say this fair value gap's formed, we did not hit this low. Would have been a textbook short because we did take out buy side, but remember, sometimes we'll take out buy side and go right to sell side with no good fair value gap. And that's what happened here. So this is just one of those situations where you can't really trade this. I don't trade London anyways, but I'm hoping we get some sort of long setup from here. I'll slap it if we do. You can see right now we've induced these lows inside this fair value gap. So now that we've taken on this low, if we get like a confirmation long setup here, meaning if we break this with displacement and a fair value gap, that would be a good long in my opinion. CL, again, like I said, should come right down to this low. No confirmation long setup on gold yet. You can even see from like the ES 4-hour chart. ES 4-hour chart. We're in a bunch of bullish PD arrays right now. Okay. So to allow for slippage, I kind of draw both, but still a spot where I'd consider looking for a long. Yeah, so the 4-hour right now, this is kind of being violated, but there's still one beneath us. And to allow for slippage, I bet you this is 1 6-hour, 1 8-hour fair value gap. So I'm not really too worried where we bounce from here. Okay, but it is a good spot to look for one. Okay, if, and this is only if I really start to see speed and displacement and the candles form at a very fast pace, and I start to see us kind of dig beneath this mean threshold, this order block today, okay, I kind of see this, and we kind of start digging below this, where do you guys think I'm going to target? Yeah, GPOW, I don't use DXY for ES and NQ, barely ever correlates. I only use it for like EU and gold. It doesn't really help me too much on ES and NQ. If I start to see us accelerate pretty quickly through this mean threshold, where do you guys think my target's going to be? SW high? I don't know. Yes, James got it. The lows I marked right here, right? Why this one? Why not this one or this one? Like, why do I expect us to make a bigger move if we were to violate this? Kind of two reasons. Yeah, one is low resistance liquidity, right? So we got low resistance liquidity, meaning there's a low here, and low here. So my guess is if we were to hit this low, it's going to bring us right down to this low, which should bring us down to this low. And then what's the other reason for targeting this low? Yeah, and Nixo got it. So it's the lowest low before fair value gap forms. Right, so there's an unbalanced fair value gap down here, more unbalanced fair value gap down here. So if the market does want to rebalance these, we should hit these lows, okay? So again, that's not into my kind of theory right now, okay? That's only if I start to see speed and displacement below this, but as of right now, this is bullish, okay? All right. I just missed it. So this is exactly what I just said I wanted to happen. Did I not? I just said I want to see if... Oh my god, dude. I just missed that. There's no way. Oh my god, no. I'm actually pissed. I was literally just going to take that. Oh my god. That would have been my only play today. Okay, well, I missed that, but it should bring us right up to buy side. Oh my god, I'm so mad. Come on, why was I just teaching right there? Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. So yeah, exactly what I just said I wanted to happen just happened, and there's your entry. I just completely was an idiot and missed it. Of course, dude. So obviously I want to buy side here. Did anyone, or Leopard, I'm assuming you got in? Dude, I don't know how the fuck I just missed this. Yeah, I should have, I would have hammered it. It's fine, I'm gonna wait till open, probably. Damn it. I don't know if this is gonna, the target's in here, if it's gonna get solid to break even, but 3-2. That would have been my only play of the day if I got in. It's unfortunate. Alright, well, if you're in, you want to see this hold now, okay? This reclaim order block, okay? You want us to accelerate right to buy side from that. No, these are not equal lows. This is inducement. Remember what I said? I was looking for a long from here. I literally just, like, did you guys not just hear me? Like 5 minutes ago, I literally said I'm looking for a long. If we get a bunch of displacement up here, and then get a fair value gap or violate this, this is your long setup. I literally just said that 5 minutes ago. And I was just teaching, so I didn't get the entry. I probably would have already scaled half by now, because that was a free 10 points, but... You all remember when I just said that, right? Type 1 if you do. It was like 5 minutes ago. I just said it. That's why I had this fair value gap marked. I said I want to see it violated. And then obviously use it as support. That's fine. It'll be in the recording. If you guys watch the live stream, I'll upload it. You'll see it. If that wasn't on my free live stream today, I would alert this. Too many people in here right now, though. Obviously, I still said you want to see this hold, but which means you could have entered if you wanted. But so now you hit internal liquidity. If you did enter here, you should put yourself to break even now because we hit internal liquidity, and we hit this internal liquidity, and now you just want to see us boost right up to these highs. Okay. Again, like I said, if I was just doing my normal live stream with only my premium members, I probably just would have alerted this. But I did say I wanted to see a hold, which it should. So again, we've hit internal liquidity, so this is the first target, and then this is where you pretty much scale half, and then you put your stop to the other half to break even, and you hold the rest of the SPY side. And why would I say the draw is up here? Like, what's making me determine that this is the draw? Yes, exactly, Bcash. Because we violated this, you want to expect higher prices. I cannot believe I just missed that, dude. Oh my god. That would have been my one alert, and I would have been done. Oh well. Yeah, gold breakdown. There's no 1 minute confirmation long setup. I'm still bullish on gold. I'm just looking for really a setup either in here or in here. I'm just waiting for like a confirmation setup in the lower time frame. So like a second setup. For now, this looks like we're just going to go dump to these lows, and I see no bullish structure here yet. So definitely not bullish yet. But I'd wait till these zones hit, and I'll be looking for some sort of long. So, yeah. See, I want to take this so bad, but why is this dumb to take? Like, why is this a dumb play to take? Does anyone know? I always teach why this is a dumb play to take. Even though I do want this to work, okay? There's a difference in why it's dumb to take and me wanting this to work. Yes, exactly. So we already hit internal, and there's much more of a risk of long E for rally gap after we hit internal buy side, okay? And although I do want this to work, and although I want it to boost us right up to here, okay, is it really smart to take? Probably not, because we probably should have gone in down here, which IFC called out, but I wasn't on the charts at the time, didn't see it, so. I really want to chase like one MNQ contract here, but I'm going to stay out for now, probably. Do I trade open ever? Yeah, all the time. Yeah, and just like the other reason in general, right? If it gave us the entry here and it gave us an entry here, this is almost the third entry it's giving us. So yes, you could take it, just a little more risky, or you know. Again, completely fine to take. It's a B setup. I want to see it work, but it's like, okay, if you're not in here and you're not in here, well, I mean, you're chasing the third entry, which is fine, but probably wouldn't go full size in it. And I'm still expecting this buy side to be hit. Okay, we have equal highs right here, so these should be boosted through. Yeah, there they are. Okay. And again, we should go right to buy side here, like I said when I first got on the stream. Okay. Alright, let's see if we get like an immediate rebalance here. Not good. The market, you should have, there's market structure shift was down here. You missed it. Same thing with the ES. Market structure shift's way down here. Like, you should have already been long. That's what I'm trying to say. When I called this out to look for a long setup, that's when you should have logged, when I was teaching. I don't know why I wasn't on the chart, though. Man, I wish you pointed that out earlier, Leopard. Yeah, probably because he pumped it. Live market structure shift? No, the market structure shift was down here. This is all break of structure now. This is all break of structure. This is the market structure shift right here. See it? Yeah. Okay, so see what happened, just John, right? This is the zone I wanted long out of. Look at the reaction off that. Okay, so now we have low resistance liquidity setting up to the upside. So I want to see long, and then I want to target. I would target this high right here, because it's the high before this rally gap right here. So no long setup yet, but that's what I'd be looking for. Okay. ES doing again. ES is at kind of its low resistance liquidity line, not the cleanest. Okay, this is for sure not like a super clean line, but it doesn't have to be a perfect trend line as long as there's low resistance liquidity, which there is. Okay, you can even see there's equal highs right here. Right? I want these to be hit. Okay, we're still holding this order block here, which is good, right? You can see this 1 minute. This is actually a propulsion block, okay? Okay, so this should boost us up pretty quickly here. But yeah, this is a propulsion block right here because it's a order block off this order, or this is a propulsion block. This is a propulsion block too now. But there's the order block right here. And this is a propulsion block because it's off the order block. Okay, and obviously if you think about the word propulse, okay, propulsion block usually makes the next candle expand pretty quickly. So I want to see. Again, you can kind of see, even though ES is at like an inverse right now, you always have to take inverses in context, right? Why would this not be a good inverse to take? Pretty obvious. Hopefully you guys get this one. Why would this be a bad inverse? No. Yeah, exactly. We got equal highs above. Okay, so obviously not a good inverse to take if we have equal highs above, because you'd expect these to be the draw, right? Okay, so far this order block's holding nicely, which I want. You kind of see we got micro low resistance liquidity here. So we set up two nice highs in a row. This is like you'll probably see this in like the 15-second time frame, even the 5-second. But yeah, just like a bearish for a rally gap, you wouldn't short with equal highs above. Same thing with an inverse. This is not inverse you short because we have equal highs above. Now, do I like this inverse? Yes, because it's the only one in the leg. But do I like it in context? No, because there's equal highs above. Okay. So this high was hit. So you can see how impactful that low resistance liquidity is right there. Right? Even though it was micro, still kind of boosted us up there. And And this, you can see this propulsion block boosted us up too, which I said should happen. Okay, so we didn't hit external buy side, but we did hit internal here again, so we hit the second internal. For you guys who got in, this would probably be my last scale spot before this. I probably, like, because this is so close, 1 point away, I probably just try to hold till higher here and see if you can get any more out of this move. And there's the final target, boom. And I did just taste that. So not really that green for the day, but that was nice. Alright, so there's the final target. Lots of entry opportunities. Obviously it'd be this one. This one not smart to take, and then this is where we get too high to where, okay, you could probably chase a contract or two, but definitely not a full size position. These are your spots where you enter full size positions. But yeah, that was nice. Good job, Leopard. Type 1 if you took any part of that, I'm curious. Yeah, good job. So for a lot of the OG members, a lot of you should have been in that. I'm hoping. For the people on trial, you probably don't understand some of my hints to get in trades, but yeah, lots of opportunities to get in that. And I would just be 99% out here if you took like 10 contracts, or if you're in a fund and you take like 10 MNQ cons or whatever. I'd try leaving one just to see what happened. You got open in 30 minutes. That literally could probably be your only trade for the day, to be honest. Remember what I said in the next commentary yesterday night. If you are green off that, make that your only trade, get off now. You could literally be done. 30-minute trading day, you're done. Right, what's the reason to trade after that? I do want to see a candle close back above this inverse. This is kind of something by backtesting, as I've told my premium members, but it's almost like a breakout ICT trade, so I want to see it close back above this, which tells me I'd be more confident getting these. I'm already anticipating these to hit, but just to make it more confident, I want to see it close above this. So now that we swept this buy side on NQ, definitely not a good idea to try to go higher or try to chase now. But if we were to reclose back above this, that'd make me more interested. Okay, still no long setup. Okay, so you can see we went back down the zone, which is fine. Okay, I don't care where we get a bounce off this. Okay, as long as it's somewhere, I'm good. Okay, see how there's no long setup here ever? Alright, if we get it, I'll alert it. But right here, there's no market structure shift. There's nothing. There's no bearish fair value gap over here being violated. Okay, there's no bullish fair value gap. Right? So no long setup yet, even though I'm still looking for one. I would not call this search and destroy. I would just call the beautiful price action right there. No, that was hella clean. And the only thing I'm watching at NQ McGuire is for these equal highs to be hit, but I want to see it close back above this. But on NQ, that was definitely, on ES, there's nothing on ES telling me along that. Only NQ was clean. Do you guys see why I should say price should expand pretty quickly after a propulsion block? Right, you can just see how quickly this expanded after this propulsion block was bounced off of. Okay. I wish I caught that from the bottom. I'm actually, this is the first time I've been mad and not taking a trade in like a couple weeks. I usually don't get mad. You cannot be emotional, but I literally pointed it out, sent out take it and alert it, and I was teaching. Okay, oil kind of sloppy. Let's see. You know price action is sloppy when we close above and below fair value gaps multiple times. So see how we kind of close below this but then close back above? That's how you can tell it's not a good trading session. So far I'm not too interested in the oil right now. Maybe if you get like a 1 minute confirmation short, I wouldn't mind it, but. Alright, so this right here in gold, it's like, this is not a good long setup yet, but it see how like just from this you can tell like the market is trying to give us something, like it's in the early stages. Okay, not a good long setup yet, but it's definitely in the early stages of trying to create something. Okay, just from like it's trying to redeliver higher. Is this good enough to take? No, because we're redelivering from a bearish fair value gap. But you can just see like gold's trying. Okay, just don't see anything high confidence yet. Okay, there's 8 more minutes till this candle close. Like I said, I want to see it close above this, and if possible, even to close above this. So you can kind of combine these two zones. They allow for somewhat of a slippage. Again, I'm anticipating already for us to hit these equal highs, but I mean, this would just make me that much more confident. Like, I bet you this setup's probably going to work because we've equal highs and yes. Okay, even though we just said buy side and this is not something you take, because of 3D analysis, I bet you this is going to work because we've equal highs on ES. So, I mean, that's a study for you to do, but see how you hit buy side, but this still works, right? A lot of people ask me, they say, why did these bullish fair value gaps work after you hit buy side? It's because we still have not hit these equal highs, and yes, these are going to be strong draw, and, you know, which should mean what? Which should mean that the NQ long should work, and it should bring us back up to this high, right? So that's why that happens the way it does, all right? And again, whenever you see a bounce off fair value gap, where is always the draw is always to the next high. So that's why I just marked this. And let's see. Please hit. Yeah, well, natural. So see this? I still think this, like, just because I can, I still want this to be bearish, but ideally you don't want to see a bunch of closes and opens above this fair value gap. So I think this 15-minute might end up closing beneath, which is interesting. Sloppy price action in oil. Alright, there's still 6 more minutes till the candle close. Again, I'm already anticipating these to be hit. Yeah, Nugget, we need a pullback. That's my breakdown. Again, just by looking at the weekly, okay, I think we're gonna hit these highs up here. So this is my current draw. Okay, so 15. What is this level? 15,802 is my current draw at the moment. There's a good chance this we just end up drawing back to all-time highs. I don't care if we do or not, but for now, all I want is these. Okay, why? Because they're equal highs, right? So that's what I want to see. But we definitely need a pullback. Like, we're just extremely high. So I would not be surprised if we form I would not be surprised if it's a choppy week and then we form a fair value gap here and then we bounce out of that. Or depending on the next 2 days, if we really start to dump, I'll expect us to hit these lows, which you can see kind of are relatively equal, right? So a little suspicious right here. And then bounce out of here maybe. No, okay. You don't look for discount when the momentum is this great. So that's a post. The AM Trades talked about that. Whenever you see this much momentum, the market often will not go back to discount, okay? Especially with a really strong draw above. So, we don't have to hit this just because of this, right? We're more likely to hit discount or premium if the market is more neutral or there's just not as much expansion in this amount of time, right? This is a lot of expansion to the upside in this amount of time. That's why every single time we've retraced in the lower time frame, we never retrace the discount. Just because the momentum on higher time frame is kind of so great. Yeah, I did the most recent swing low, which is right here, because you can see this is the most obvious, and it's the most recent, just the swing high that we've created. Yeah, fib. The fib should always be the recent swing low, which should be an obvious. You should be able to see this if you back away 5 feet from your monitor screen. Right, if you can't see a point, if you back away from your monitor screen, probably not a good point to use. So that's how I do it. Alright, 2 more minutes till this candle closes. Again, I don't want to see a close like this. I want to see a strong close above this wick too. So I'm hoping it gives it to us. See how oil is just really sloppy right now. I don't like oil at the moment. Still nothing on gold. Since that one attempt, really hasn't made any other attempt yet. Could just go right down to this zone right here and get a long setup, which doesn't matter. But I want to check Bitcoin right here. No. You can see what they're trying to do right here. Body might not close above here. Alright. I want to check Bitcoin real quick. I don't trade Bitcoin, but definitely looks bullish at the moment. I know all the ICT traders on Bitcoin are bullish right now, which fortunately I do agree with. Okay, just a lot of low resistance liquidity built up. Okay. You can see we're delivering from a weekly fair value gap, right? I do not want to be bullish. Like, I don't know. I want Bitcoin to go to zero. I could care less of what happens in this, but yeah, just definitely bullish. See this, all this low resistance liquidity just looks really clean, you know. I'm assuming people who are like, oh, Bitcoin's going to zero are thinking the same thing as me, so they're shorting it, and they're probably going to get wrecked. And the next spot I'll look for a short on Bitcoin is probably up here. So they never let this fair value gap close above. So obviously very interesting here. Yeah, this might be bearish. We'll see. Again, I'm anticipating these to be hit. It would make me more confident if we kind of close above this. YM's also in like a decent spot. I think YM, it does look like it did hit discount just from eyeing it. Yeah, so YM did hit discount just from eyeing it, which is discount on fair value gap. Okay, even if the long doesn't work out here, it's really dumb to look for shorts right now. Okay, the only reason why it's dumb to look for shorts is because we're in discount on YM, right? If no matter what kind of ICT trader you are, it's not a good spot to look for shorts. I'd want to see more of a cutting candle, cutting below all this stuff to look for shorts, which I've not seen yet. Back to gold here. Alright, so it does look like we're going to draw down to this hourly fair value gap. Or wait, what was that? A 4 hour? Oh no, it's a 15 minute. So next spot I look for a long setup is out of here. YM should go for this high. I want to see NQ get back over this. That does not happen. Definitely not bullish yet. I don't watch US 500, Tony. These are like, you cannot, US 500 is a scam. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna close over this yet. open. Yeah, this looks like we're gonna come down hit this low. So the fact that we're just re-delivering from this, we did not close above it, just does not mean this is bullish yet. And there's no close above this, so even with these equal highs, just structure is not bullish yet. I'm going to test my theory again. If we close back above this, I'm going to demo long and try to do like a breakout trade. Breakout ICT trade. Look how bad this chart looks. Like, look how low this volume is. It's awful. The best contract to look at is ES and NQ. Yes, this is US 500, but US 500 is gonna have like weird data. It's gonna have fake volume imbalances, and this is what ICT uses. So it's probably gonna be the best. Elias, you can make money in low probability conditions. Like, I already called the one buy side play earlier. Like, that could have been your play and you're done. Just because it's low probability conditions doesn't mean you can't trade it. It's better for newer people, but the more you watch, the more you realize you can trade it if you're good. See how strong this PD array is right now? You're going to see how strong it's holding up. This is why I have it drawn. And why I do not delete it off my chart. Yeah, for new guys, but why do you think ICT says don't trade, then post an execution? It's because he's traded long enough to be skilled to be able to trade it, even though it may be sloppy. I can do the same thing. Yo, what's up, Eva? Oh, my mic's off. My headphones are off. One second. But I just start. What are you saying? I just. No, you go. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not. If I see his dump period open, this is very bearish. I don't really care. Like, we already took my target in NQ. I could care less what happens now. Like, my one target I had was this buy side. That was the only thing I really liked. I don't love this. I want to see close above this. If I don't, this is not bullish yet. So, I mean, I already called the one thing I liked, and it was NQ hitting this buy side, which is good enough for me. I'm green based off of that. Not as green as I'd like to be because I missed the first entry, but you know, I'm green from that. I don't really care what happens now. This is kind of like a reference point. Again, I want to be bearish, so I want a big pullback. That's kind of what I want. Okay, I want this low to be taken out. I would love if this low is taken out. I don't care. Right now, I don't want to fade these equal highs. Opens in 6 minutes. Yeah, what about it? Yeah. Yeah, I guess that'd be nice because then it'd give us a slow NQ probably. So you guys can see the importance of why I was paying attention to this candle close so much. I said if we do not get a candle close above this, I'm not as confident we're gonna hit these. Okay, and you can see just close this to a tick. We never close over, and what happens after? We just dump. Okay, that's why it's important to watch these closes. That's kind of something I talked about in my class yesterday. Nice, Maz. Yeah, I'd be done too after that. That was a nice play. I almost did, but. No, it's a little different, Alex. Alright, market open in 4 minutes. So gold got down to the 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, still no long setup. Okay, do you guys see any long setup here? If you said yes, you're an idiot. No long setup yet. This is just straight down structure. Nothing I can work with here. There's nothing I can work here with. Like, I can't. There's nothing I can do there. Okay, we did take out these equal lows, so the displacement under these will tell me a bit. If I start to see us retrace, like, if this is the low created here and we draw like on the main threshold, and I start to see us retrace like back above this 0.5 level, this is bullish. Just because we created a short-term low under these equal lows, did not displace under it, which we still could. The candle still closed in 2 minutes, but if it were to close like this right now, which it might not, I don't know. That's why I gotta wait for the close. So it doesn't look like it's gonna close like that. So what I decided is pretty irrelevant now. So just you can see the power of inverses. Even though this is one I would not take as its equal highs above, okay, you can just see like closes and inverses tell you everything. Yeah, Otto, it's just because one, you can see we violated, like we had a 15-minute fair value gap here. We violated it. And usually when that happens, we get like a market maker buy model to the next high, which would be right here. And then you obviously see we violated another one in the lower time frame. And once you see us violate this, that's really important. And that tells you, okay, we violated this, there's your long setup. Right? And then you long the inverse. I've done a lot of classes on that. And violate means we close above or below a fair value gap. I would have taken, if we retraced this, I would have slapped that short. We never did though. I forgot I had it drawn. Alright. Open is in 1 minute. I'm not interested in short yet. I don't see anything textbook yet. Oh, you're talking about right here? I'll demo it. I'm not shorting in a reel. I can't with equal highs above, it's against our rules. Again, it's always against our rules to short with equal highs above, guys, so I'll just demo this if we get there. Now, if we hit this low here, okay, and then we retrace back up to it, then hell no, you're not short. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So literally that candle close gave you like almost a 7-point move just based off the candle close. That's why you have to wait for candle closes, and you can't just gamble saying, oh, we're gonna hit these equal highs just because I want to, right? Even though I was trying to anticipate it, you can't really say, oh, we're gonna hit the equal highs if we don't get a candle close above this, and we did not. So that's just something you learn based off screen time. And if you look at an index time trade, I said still bearish for now. When we were like right here, never got close above it, and since then gave us an 8-point move. So there's still a chance to look for these equal highs. Still lots of engineered liquidity on ES. Just all in this general area. Bro, Leopard, what is gold doing, bro? I have no idea what this is doing. So, it doesn't look like we're going to get a long setup as now, which is fine. This is why you don't blindly long, okay? Even though we're in a bullish fair value gap on the other side, this is why you don't blindly long. There's no long setups here. And there's the completion of the sell model on oil, which I called. Very sloppy, I will admit. That was very sloppy. Oh, I didn't even see this. I probably wouldn't have taken that because you were delivered from bullish fair value gap. So yeah, there's the redeliverance. Okay, I want this fair value gap. Is Ryan M in here? Ryan, did you see what happened on oil? Okay, so lots of engineering liquidity on NQ as well, which is an index commentary. Like I said when I got on the voice chat this morning, right? Remember when I marked all these, right? Just lots of highs to be taken out. which hopefully should bring ES up a little bit. This would be my next target for NQ. I'm not gonna lie, it might not give us an entry. The only entry I would see is if we close above this, you could chase a contract or two. But yeah, it might not give us one. I'm already anticipating this to be closed above, but it might not give us an entry. See how like bad the structure is? I hate when like it's a V setup, but it's a V setup with no good fair value gap. I don't know. It's just like it's a mid-tier setup because it's just a V-shaped recovery. It doesn't really give you a great entry. So that's why I'm saying the only entry you might get is if this is violated. And this is just something you notice from screen time. This is not great structure. Like, it's not healthy structure. It's just up-down structure. I'm not really interested in taking these yet, although I want them to work. Why am I not interested in taking these? Why are these B setups? Or why are these B minus setups? Yeah, it's because where we're delivering from. Just in case I'm wrong and we do not violate these and hit these equal highs, it's much more risky. Okay. If we close above this, I'm gonna try to chase a contract, I guess, up to these equal highs. I'm gonna see a decent close above it though. I might not get. I don't think I'm gonna enter a full position on this one. You really can't. Too risky. Too risky. NQ still pumping. No long setup on gold. Gold looks like trash. NQ should hit this high. There it is. NQ should probably go higher. Even though I don't care if it goes higher now because that was good enough for me. The reason I had that high marked and I marked the other high is because just in case we reject this. Just kind of drawing it to be careful. So we might not end up violating this, which is fine. But you're talking about this, right, Leopard? So see how as soon as we take out the high, we just dump? Right, that's why I had this high marked and not this high. It's because I knew this high was right below a fair value gap. So if you're long, there's no way I'm holding past this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I see. I see. I still gotta eat breakfast. I forgot today. Wow, gold is just dumping, man. It's because it lines up, Inferno. See how it lines up? See how it's this fair value gap right here? Yeah. I don't call it BPR anymore. I call it the cock sucker 3000. I changed the names and everything. Excuse me, Butters. Alright, come on, please violate this. Alright, that's it. I'm full port and short gold. No, I'm kidding. This is crazy. What a dump. Alright, yeah, I don't think... So, this wasn't violated yet, which means what? You can't long. Even if you want to long this, right? Not a good long because we're redelivering from a 5-minute fair value gap. Okay? I'm not going to lie. This might work, and you can't have FOMO, but... I don't know. I would prefer if this 5-minute fair value gap is violated. I never long fair value gaps in between when we deliver from another opposite side fair value gap. So because we're redelivering from this, it makes me very, very uninterested in this, right? And I talk about that a lot. So very uncorrelated here, very uncorrelated, extremely uncorrelated. ES and NQ. Wow, YM never hit this high. That's crazy. I don't really care. I don't do analysis from YM anyways. Fuck YM. As you knew, for anyone new, I do not do analysis in YM. I don't care what happens with YM. I do not put YM in mid-next commentary that much. I have before, but I mean, the only thing I use YM for is SMTs and higher time frame analysis. The thing is, I'm already green, but I'm barely green. Because I didn't really go full position on that one long from earlier. Alright, so I want to see this violator now. EU longs. Check Euro. Yo, what's up, Johnny? I don't really like EU here. EU's not hit my discount spot yet. Just not in a good spot. I don't know. My stomach is killing me. I don't know why. Yeah, Dylan, I don't know. EU's just in a spot I don't like. Way too high in premium. I get this is an inverse right here, but we're also redelivering from this fair value gap. So it's like kind of 50-50 for me. You could try it. Doesn't look terrible because we did take out sell side, but I don't know, just in a spot I won't trade it yet. Still no violation. And this is being respected in an NQ. So oil finally drew down to that fair value gap. Does not look like we're going to get a balance in this. Looks like we're going to go right down for this low, which is fine. Because that would bring us right. That should draw us down with this fair value gap. And then here's where I'll look for some longs. Stronger NQ is right now. This is not moving. Again, I'm anticipating this to get broken. I want it to get broken. I want to hit this high. I don't really care if we do it though. That's the thing. Like, we don't have to. I just want it to get broken because that would tell me what? That would tell me ES should break this. So that's the only reason I care about this. But as you know, ES and Q, or ES and YM are more correlated than ES and NQ. So again, we should hit this high. I like how this is being violated. You can just see this kind of serves as a speed bump here. Got triple equal highs right there. Alright, yeah, dude, this is so uncorrelated, holy shit. See, this makes me not want to enter a position just because of how uncorrelated this is. MQ is pumping, ES is doing nothing here, right? guys hear my keyboard? Can you hear that, Levi? I can't. There's the other one for yes. Ugh. By the way, I'm not longing this yet, guys. I know it looks good. I'm not staying out for now. I just don't like how we hit buy side on Q. Just gonna tape read this for now. I know it looks good, but again, can't long if NQ's already hit buy side and we're just so overextended. Just a tape read for me. If it works, I won't even care, but I prefer tape reading this just because of how uncorrelated this is at the time. I'm just tape reading this long. I'm expecting it to work, like I want it to work, but again, why would I long an inverse on ES if NQ just smack buy side and we just retrace that much? This makes this a B setup. It would have been A plus if NQ not hit this high. Would have been A plus, but not A plus anymore. Addy, I don't think this is. I think NQ has been fine. I think ES has been a little uncorrelated. That's why I'm not longing this. But I agree, post-session holidays. Oh, like post-session holidays are definitely a little more low probability. This is definitely not bad though. You guys understand, like, this is a textbook inverse, right? Like, you all understand that? If NQ did not hit this buy side. This is literally the signature and price you want to see. I'm not taking it because NQ smacked buy side. Yeah, and it's not worth the 2 points, I agree. Which, if I did take this, I would actually hold till this high. 4447, but just for internal, it's 2 points, so it's not worth it being the NQ hit this. So I don't really like the risk reward on this at the moment. That's why I'm not. That's the only reason why I'm not taking it. And we have low resistance liquidity below, kind of. But I would still expect this to work. I would not be surprised if this still works. But just know this is literally the exact signature of an inverse variable I got. Yeah, I know, Schlong, but 3D analysis. Too high in NQ. And we hit buy side, so just makes me not want to long this. What do you say, Levi? Yeah, I know. Exactly. Bro, ICT literally says the same exact stuff that I say. Again, I guarantee you, if ES was not, if NQ is not that high, I would totally slap this. But literally, just because of ICT's tweet and what I just said before he even tweeted that is the only reason. Okay. So you can see this just failed. So I would have gotten stopped out if I took it anyways. So I'm glad I didn't. See why I wouldn't have taken that schlong? Too much uncorrelation. I don't know how to put it into words, but ES causing damage makes a lot of sense because this definitely is causing damage. Schlong, you get what I mean now, right? Hello? Is he still here? No, Schlong boy. Okay. I'm just making sure. Alright. NQ back to a 5-minute fair value gap. Okay. Not a good blind long because we know we already hit this high. Right? So not a good long. Damn it. Try getting filled for that short. Fuck me. Can't say no. Ugh, I just tried chasing a short and I get filled. No, whatever. Alright. Yeah, not bullish at all. We'll see if we get anything out of this 1-minute fair value gap. So that's just, again, there's a play right there. I get saved by not taking just because of 3D analysis. Do you see why 3D analysis is so important now? Okay. That's a textbook signature inverse fair value gap. It's textbook, and I don't take it because it's the signature and price. Yeah, I never got there. Look how perfect this is. Damn. So, oil hit the fair value gap I want to see a bit bounce out of after hitting this low, which were equal lows. There's... Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's a post-holiday price action, but I mean, it's not as terrible as the one day. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. There was a holiday and a Monday. It was horrible the next day. I'm not really interested in that much at the moment. Definitely looks like a sell model here, but okay, ES hit the low again. I don't want to fade those equal highs, bro. Okay, this low should hit. Yeah, there's the sell model completion. See why I said it looked like a sell model there. So the low is retaken out at ES. We're still in a good spot where longs could work. Okay. Like a confirmation long is what I'm trying to say. And it could bring us up to those equal highs still. This is not bad, Dean. I literally tried chasing a short right here because I knew this was a sell model. I didn't get filled, but I knew it was a sell model, and the sell model just cleanly completed. So I don't think it's terrible. And I learned a buy side as a draw before the market even opened, which worked out nice. So I don't think it's absolutely terrible, Dean. Yeah, I guess I agree with that. I mean, I'm a little green, so I'm fine, but probably could be a little more green. So it's a bearish fair back up here. Okay, I did not draw this because I'm shorting it. I drew it because it's the first thing I'd want to see violated in a start of a long setup. See NQ hit the low and just starts pumping. Yes, definitely the weaker one today. It just, if you want a long or short, definitely NQ is the one to play. See how terrible, like, ES is like, it's not bad, but I don't know. NQ is just moving so much quicker. It was the weaker one, and now it's looking like the stronger one. I don't know, ES has just sucked ass lately. Good six sister in this case? I mean, yeah, but yeah, I would say so. I don't do six sister, I just trade what I see. Still no close above this. So not really bullish yet. This is still bearish because we're never close above this. Still not bullish. Still bearish. That's why I drew this. Very important. I just realized it's only swept by a tick. Damn, I thought that swept more. So you can see these are actually only swept by a tick. And I always say whenever you see something only swept by a tick, we often go back. But I mean, so it's definitely something to watch out for. But I mean, in this case, because we're holding this 15-minute on ES, and this swept by a little more than a tick, I mean, this isn't, it's not like terrible. I don't know. We're just so high right now. I feel like we need to pull back. Still not liking this price action yet. Bro, everyone's quote tweeting ICT stuff. What the hell, Cloudy? How do you get that fill? That's a luck. Was that luck, Cloudy, or did you just actually have a like? Did you hear me, Cloudy? Yeah, you can see we have 3 equal highs now. We're still not close above, so. We should sweep these highs now. There they are. So you can see this is just put them are bullish now. And we got equal highs here, so we should hit these too. And I'm still not touching anything for now. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, technically a sweat, but yeah, I mean, yeah. I would be more interested, if I had to say gun to my head, I would be more interested in these rather than these, if I had to say gun to my head, but. If we kind of violate this in NQ, I'll chase that short. But we need to violate it because this looks like a good long setup for now. Let's see. Oh, there's too many variables to play with here. Alright. The fact that we violate this makes me think we're going to come back down to these lows right now. Okay, I'm not... The only reason I'm not chasing is these ES equal highs up here. So, I'm just not going to risk it for now. I'll just tape read this. But that's what I think for now. I think we're going to come back down and hit those lows. Again, I'm not chasing this just because the ES equal highs. I'm just going to tape read this for now. If you are a degenerate and you did chase that, put your south break even here. I said, I bet you if this violates, I bet you we go right down here. I usually would take that. I don't know why I just didn't take that. That's fine. Yeah. And there's a price target. So there's the price target. So do you guys see how I said if this is violated, I bet you we go right down these lows? I should have. That's fine. I should have chased that. Whatever. All right. Well, there's that. It's whatever. Did anyone still end up chasing that after I said that? After I said I wasn't? Nice. I thought about it. I'm a little green for the day. I don't want to go red chasing a play. But alright, so most of you still caught it. Alright, good job. You guys can still take the play even if I'm not in it. That was a good chase for sure. Alright, so here's what I want to see now. Still in a good spot where we could get a long setup here. So I know some of you guys probably want to hold runners. I mean, you can try holding runners down to this NQ low if you want. That's not a bad. I think you. Yeah, that's fine. Try to hold NQ runners down to this low. That's the only thing I would say here. Once we hit this low, I probably would get out all the runners. But we're still in a spot where we could bounce an NQ. That's the only thing. Yeah, that's why I try not to worry. That's why, like, yeah, that's why I don't chase that. It's fine. Yeah. Alright, well, now this is where you just tape read. If you're holding runners, I would probably try to hold just till this low, and then once we hit this low, I'd just get out. Yeah. Alright, got pretty close to that low. Again, I still want to see that low taken out. If you guys check in next commentary, I said that. So a little more. And you should all be out. Beautiful trade. Alright, so there's a final target. Congrats if you took that. I just called that index commentary too. Did anyone chase that after I put that in this commentary? Who wasn't already in? I did. I chased that in options. There was just no way we were hitting that. I did take a loss earlier in options, by the way. God damn. Options went 150%. Yeah, I took SPY option on that. Alright, well, there it is. So there's the final target. So again, I think the lesson to learn in this is, again, do not trust one tick sweeps, especially in NQ. So you're going to see the nature of it. We swept by one tick. So you can see I still had the mark. You're like, okay, there's still relative equal lows in here. I get these are equal highs, but I don't think they're significant enough on the higher time frame to be considered good equal highs. Okay, that's the thing I would say about that. Okay. And there's an SMT, obviously. So I'm done for the day after that. So again, I think today's price action was great. This was great. Okay. New guys probably not, but you have to be very skilled to trade this. And like I said, I've seen this exact signature in price. Okay, why do you guys think I said you could chase this after these are violated? Okay, it's screen time because I've seen the same exact thing happen before. Like, where we violate this and then we just dump right after. That's why I mentioned it. I was like, okay, this is a good chase if we violate it. Okay, I ended up chasing just a little later. It is what it is. But it's just this, like I said, the more you watch a chart, the more signatures and price you will see, and that's why I said you could chase if we violated this. Okay. So yeah, that was just a really good call. You can once you get screen time in, you'll see. ICT does it all the time. You need more screen time, and then you'll be able to figure it out. You'll see signatures and price that allow you to chase. Yeah. Probably, yeah. This looks like one of those for so I'm not gonna lie. Gun to my head, we do not get a long setup here. Gun to my head, we go right down here. Okay. Would you still look for a long setup even though I'm saying that? Yes or no? Even if I think this, would you still look for if we got a long setup on a higher time frame? Is it still smart to look for a long setup? Yes, it is. Okay, it's still smart, but this is what I want. And just because we're so high, that's the other reason too. So again, gun to my head, I do not want us to bounce here, but it's still smart to look for a long setup here, okay? Still extremely smart. It's so yeah, that's what I'll say about that. I should have maybe held one runner for the rest of the day. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, that's what I want right now. The only reason I want this is because it looks very engineered. Right? Low here, low here, low here. Okay. And this just looks like one of those setups where it looks like this is going to work, but then it doesn't. So that's what I'm thinking. Just based off experience, it looks like this should fail. I bet you if it worked, we already would have bounced. And again, why am I saying this? It's just a signature in what I see in price right now, you know? So, yeah. What would make me more confident in this for, like, right where we are now, Burr? I don't think we'll get one, though. If we do, it won't be a bad take. What would make me more confident? Yeah, a close below this fair value gap, obviously. I'm still, like I said before, like I said earlier, I'm anticipating close below this to get us these lows, but that would obviously make me 10 times more confident. You know. I can see that Euro long did work. So the Euro long ended up working, and it then ended up failing. Did you get out for break even? So this is a break even trade. Again, not in a spot I like right now. Let me check gold. I have not alerted anything in gold yet. If I see a long setup, I'll alert it in the gold channel. Nothing I like yet. Alright, again, the hourly closed in 30 minutes. There's a lot of time left. I would say come back this afternoon, see if this is violated. I'll not be live this afternoon. I don't know if Leopard wants to get on voice or maybe Levi or some, I don't know. I don't really care. But I will not be live myself this afternoon. But yeah, I'm thinking we go for this low. It's going through my head, obviously. I should have held a few runners. That's my fault. I don't think it's a good idea to hold runners when you see this anyways. So, I mean, no matter what, it's not a bad trade. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just not smart to hold runners when we're in a spot where we could get a long setup. That's why I'd probably look for a confirmation entry off here. So up at this 4425 rate, if we would get it, we could just reject here, but this one is in premium. Yeah, I don't watch ICT anymore. I don't watch any of his stuff. He always says the same thing as me anyways. I joined his live stream and we had the same thought process, he kind of points out the same stuff, so it's like, I don't know, I don't really join his stuff anymore. But yeah, I'm thinking this is gonna be the draw, just based off the speed. Remember how I mentioned speed and displacement were these candles formed a lot of speed in live time? Yes, they were. You can't see it now, but I don't know, just a lot of speed in these candles. So makes me think this is a market maker sell model down to this low now. Okay. But is it still smart to look for long? Yes, it is, obviously. Reach back to the Sibi enough? What do you mean? Yeah, I would not short here. That's just my 2 cents. Even though I want lower, I would not short here. Wait to see if we get a retracement up to here to short. And if we get a confirmation long out of this, that would be a nice short. Now, if we violate this and we do not get a confirmation long, that is extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. We'll go 20 points higher if that happens. But again, you guys, I've taught the confirmation setup before. All it is if we go up here, get like an SMT or something, and then a market structure shift, and then a second fair value gap. So something like this, right? That's what I'd look for. Yeah, Inferno, it should hit. It might be a while though. I would prefer hitting these lows and then going up to the low resistance liquidity. That'd be much nicer in my opinion. So yeah. So again, that's just something that again, I always say what I always say about low resistance liquidity. I always say low resistance liquidity does not have to break when we touch it every time. Okay, we could, like I said, we could go like this and then come back and break it later, but it's still technically there. Okay, and I've said that a lot. I know Inferno, you weren't in the streams like over a month ago, but I agree. I had the same idea, and just like the market sentiment is bullish, but I would prefer these lows first just because we're way in a premium. Okay, way in a premium. You know? Like just the weekly and daily range. This range right here. See? From this daily low. So if we came down here, that'd make the most sense, right? Do you see how this looks like a market maker sell model? It just has that, I don't know, kind of has a signature to it. It's hard to explain, but It's more of a screen time thing, unfortunately. By the way, I'm just tape reading this. I'm done for the day, or else I'd probably slap this. What happened to YM? Yeah, YM looks like YM's already basically violating this, right? Which kind of adds to, my conviction as well. Micro low resistance liquidity up here too on ES. It doesn't really look like it in the 1 minute. Never mind. Yo. You do? You have class? Oh yeah, I see that. You take summer classes, don't you? What do you think about this long setup? Yeah. I just think this is going to work just because we're real low. I don't know. Probably this high right here. 5 points. I think it will work. I'm just tape reading, obviously, because I'm done for the day. I don't need the trade, but... yeah. We got 1, 3, 4 body close above, low resistance liquidity, so I don't know. Doesn't look terrible. NQ much sloppier here. Oops. Again, if you're green for the day, do not take this. This is not a good enough setup to take if you're green or red for the day. I'm just watching it. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 highs engineering. So that's why that's the only reason why I think it's gonna work. No, I never read the actual tape. No ICT trader reads the actual tape. If you're red, no, do not take this. If you're red, the setup you want is this setup right here. That will get, I guarantee if we get something like this, it'll work. I'm like 80% sure this works right here. I can't guarantee it, unfortunately. %80 is not 100%, but there's triple equal highs now. Just need some volume to come in. See this. Hopefully this doesn't work as an inverse. That would not be good for this. If we hit this high, move your stop to break even. You did take it. Alright, so move your stop to break even now. It's only gone about 3 points. Volatility is trash here. So you guys can see why I was 80% sure this was going to work. Just a lot of mention of liquidity here. There's an order block here. Like Levi said, the bodies were holding multiple times. There's no market structure shift, but it's just we're re-delivering from a bullish react gap in the higher time frame. So like I said, it's smart to look for a long. And there's your 5 handles. Boom. Yeah, see? Thought it was gonna work. You did catch that, Levi? Nice. Yeah, that's just a setup. I was 80% sure that was gonna work. That failed. I would have been surprised. NQ played a little more sloppy. NQ didn't hit the stop loss. That was stop would have been under here. Again, I told you guys I would have slapped that if I was not done for the day. Like I literally said I would slap this, but I'm done for the day. It wasn't an ICT thing. It wasn't the setup. It was literally just because I'm done for the day and I want to be disciplined. That's the only reason why I did it. But I don't know. That was a good setup. 5 points. Yeah, I said I would have won right there. Did you not hear me? I said this is a setup I would take if I wasn't done for the day. So yeah, there's that. If you want to be really sure of a setup, see if we get a short out of this. That would be nice. Like right here. There's no. If we get a confirmation short out of this, that would be like a perfect short. How many people took that? Just curious. Nice. So see why, even though I want to be bearish in the higher time frame, see why it's still like smart to look for longs there. Right? You can be bearish and bullish at the same time. Again, this price action is great. I don't know, like this is just great. Oh, that's why you're red locking? Okay, I get that. Yeah, and the low resistance liquidity too. And the reason why on this trade I would probably be fully out is just, I don't know, it gave you 5 handles. If the price action really is bad, you want to take your 5 handles and dip. Okay. And we're also retracing into a bearish fair value gap. I know this is a discount, and I know this would be the better one to retrace into, but just in case you reject this one, probably would be out everything besides if you want to hold a runner, you can. But I don't know. I wouldn't even hold a runner here. I'll just take my 5 points and dip. You know, just smarter for me. But yeah, as I just said, that was a setup I would have taken if I wasn't out done for the day. And I said I was 80% sure that was going to work, which is a pretty high probability. And read the low resistance liquidity. So all in all, pretty good setup there. Gold. Okay, I like gold. Gold is starting to show me some stuff. Don't like the structure. See, the structure is too, I don't know, I can't explain it. The structure is too up and down for me too quickly. It's not healthy structure, so I don't really like this long yet. I'll keep watching though. I have preferences. My preference has not been hit. Let me see. What? Nice. Nice. Yeah, take your 5 and dip. That should be good enough. I called quite a bit today. I don't know. I don't know how MT4 works, market mover. Did you just try longing that? It stopped you out 1 second after your fill? I have no idea. If anyone else knows on what it might help him, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Either your stop was too tight by accident, it was a preset stop, or you're near the drawdown. I don't know. I don't think you're near the drawdown because it wouldn't have let you take in the second trade. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, LP? LP, did you just catch this? Please tell me you just longed this. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. Good job. Are you green this? Were you green last week, LP? You didn't trade last week? Yeah, it's probably a good idea not to trade last week, to be honest. I didn't trade Monday last week. Never mind. I wanted to say I didn't trade Friday, but I think I did. Oh, you traded Friday? Friday was the best day, because there's no news. Yeah, this is definitely the day to do it. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like, this is where I second guess myself. Oh. I could totally see this happening. I could totally see this being a fake Judas swing down, and I could totally see this bringing this lower as a liquidity day. I would just prefer if this was hit and then we go break it. We'll see. If we need to close it below this. So I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna be bearish yet until this low. That's why I said gun to my head earlier. If we get a close below this, I'll be bearish. But until then, this is bullish for now. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. So. Very nice. Wait, did you even, like, when I said, what do you think about this long setup, did you long before or after that? again, that's another thing in ICT land, ICT Fairland. You can see a setup, kind of be like, it's okay. Wait to see a couple more candles form. See, like, okay, you see this candle form, see this candle form, and you're like, okay, well, these buyers are holding. And then you could even take an entry like later after you think at first maybe the setup wasn't good. But then, what do I say? Sometimes low resistance liquidity might form in the middle of the setup, making it a better setup if you wait for a few more candles to form. That's why, like, I said, okay, there's an 80% chance this works. And you saw me draw the fair value gap before we even, I drew the fair value gap, didn't say anything about it, went on to another screen, came back to it, and I was like, okay, saw more candles, and I said I wasn't taking it because I was green for the day, and I said I totally would if I wasn't. But you can kind of see, like, I was like, okay, there's low resistance liquidity now. I think there's an 80% chance this works, at least for 5 handles, right? And sometimes you have to wait a few extra candles to be more confident. Hell no, I'm not longing this, bro. Now this is a setup I probably would not long if I was not trading for the day. And the only reason why I wouldn't long this is because where we're delivering from. 250.50. And remember what I said. There's a very, if I'm right and my bias is right, there's a very good chance we just reject this and go right down here. Okay, why was this the better long though? Why was this a good long? It's because we weren't delivering from a bearish fair value gap. We still had unbalanced fair value gaps we had to retrace to. So even though this might work, which is fine if it does, I don't care, we're still delivering from a bearish fair value gap. So this one's more 50-50 versus this one is a little less 50-50 because the least we would expect is 5 handles back to the bearish fair value gap. That was unbalanced. And internal wasn't taken. Versus this one, internal was taken. Yeah, that's fine. So that's why I wouldn't take this setup. We'll see if it works or not. If I had to say, like I said, my gun to my head, I still anticipate a close below, but I'm not going to say not gun to my head until we get a close below this, okay? It's always gun to my head until I see more confirmation. Yeah, exactly, Marshawn Lynch. Big difference between pulling back and rejecting. That's why I got out quick. Like that's why you want to get out quickly in the type of trade. Now this might still work, okay, which is fine. NQ doesn't look terrible here. But again, like I said, definitely more 50-50. And if it works, you'll probably be like, oh, why didn't I take that? But if it doesn't work, you'd probably be like, oh, I shouldn't have taken that because this, right? Those are the setups you do not want to take. If you fail, if you look at a setup and be like, oh, well, and it fails in the end, and you have a reason why you wouldn't have taken it, then those are the setups you do not want to take, okay? You don't want to take setups you're going to regret taking after losses. Like, if I was not done for the day and I slapped this and this was a loss, I would be totally okay with that. I'd be like, okay, well, that was a low risk buy. There's an order block supporting it. Fair value gap supporting it. It was not terrible. Like, that's not a loss I would regret. Yeah, I see it, Leopard. Just from this reaction off this candle, definitely not bear. Like, this definitely does look like it's going to work, but I don't know. Which is fine. Really? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna work just based off the speed of that candle and just like Just off of this candle, looks like it's gonna work, but it's fine. I don't care. I'm fine getting away for a little green rather than going red on daily today. I was red one day I was red. I forgot what day it was last week. It wasn't bad red, but it was a red that I was green and I over traded a little bit in the afternoon, which is fine. But it also wasn't my fault. I did the wrong number of contracts by accident and I traded ES instead of 10 MES, so that was not really my fault, but. So, my guess is we should. I'm not gonna say anything actually. Yeah, I'm just done. I'm done saying anything. That was pretty good. I trade mostly futures. I know why I took it on NQ. What was I saying about NQ earlier? LP trades. You wouldn't have heard this. What was I saying about NQ versus ES earlier? Does anyone remember? Come on. Damn it. This is the long. I was like, yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, that was a good long. Body respected that. Yeah, I don't know. This was okay. This was the long right here. This is my model. This is not my model. Do you see the difference? Do you see why this is my model and this is not my model? This just looks like a healthier price action pull back for every I get. This just looks like a down, up, hit or miss if this works. Yes, exactly. Eater got it. So, I said earlier, NQ went from being the strongest to now dumping more than ES just did. So I said I would just trade totally NQ today. And ES was trash. I kept calling ES trash. That's why I took it. So, again, NQ goes from being the strongest to the weakest. That's why you kind of want... And NQ has just been so much better recently, too. I don't know. Yeah, the Dow pumped harder, which holds the S up a little bit. Why do you sell so early? Damn, options. Yeah, this is my model. Congrats if you caught that. I was not looking. Why didn't you wait till internal liquidity? So LP, do you understand why I took NQ? It's because NQ just had the stronger movement all around. Like, we pumped all the way to the side, and then it dumped harder than ES did. So it's just the stronger one overall. And I'm just going to demo this to show you that what's going to happen here. I had chase on. What do you mean chase on? I don't get what you mean by that. Alright. Stop loss to break even now. And I'm going to get out here for 10 points. I took it down along there. I knew that was going to work. So why do you guys think why do you think I knew that was going to work after all these played out? Yeah, that was easy. How did I know I was just going to get an easy 10 points there? Yeah, I hacked the market. Again, what told me that was going to give me 10 points in 5 seconds? It's pretty obvious. Yeah, exactly. The low resistance liquidity. I liked how we were kind of holding, so I was like, okay, there's no way we don't get like at least 10 points here. And why did I sell and not wait for this high? Does anyone know that answer? No, there's one more reason. Yeah, why did I not sell here? Why did I not wait for here? Not the bodies. This is a more advanced answer. You have to really know what's going on. I made no hint of it on stream. I just knew. Yes. All right, one person got it. Yes, the ES hit the high. So if you look carefully, ES hit the high. So I was like, yeah, I'm probably... And you can see I would have gone south to break even there anyways. So I still think this hits, but I would have gone south to break even. So I took the 10 points instead. And now that this is an order block and we trade above it, I want to see it expand back up to this high. But yeah, just because ES hit the high, I was like, okay, I'm getting out 10 points. Yeah, we should hit this higher now. Right, we have an order block here. Should expand right above it. I'm not drawing this on purpose, if you're wondering. Double equal highs now. Yes, we finally hit premium in ES. Yeah, I know, yeah, it's fine. So even though I said, oh, I'm not taking this, you can still end up taking it after you see a couple of candles for me. Alright, never mind, I'll take it. You know. This looks like it's such a textbook long where it's almost too textbook. It might not. Or this looks like such a textbook short. It's almost too textbook. And there's the target on Q. So see how I called that out? See how I called that draw out? Everyone understand what just happened? How you can call that draw out? That high is going to hit? So there's that. I've called so much. I've called a lot of things today. Hey, it's not looking sexy yet. We need a confirmation set up, as I said. I don't want to see this violated. What do you say? Really? Really? Oh, I might do it then. Alright. Yeah. Elite Trader funding. Bro, I've called out so many like mini scalps today. I haven't even taken half of them because I'm done for the day, but Ugh, that would have been nice. Yeah. I have no FOMO, by the way, guys. I know I could have... This was a really textbook long. I know I could have taken this one down here, but I don't really care. I'm good for the day. Alright, well, I'm probably going to get off here. I'm going to upload this live stream. This is a very good live stream to watch. Yeah. Lots of tiny details you just got to pick up on, such as this one right here, going from, okay, I would not long this to, okay, I'm going to show you why I'm going to get an easy 10 points in 10 seconds, right? Like, lots of little things to pick up on that's going to just help your screen time overall. Yes, the class is uploading. 5 straight green days, Moss. Nice. Yesterday's video will be up in a little bit. Probably this afternoon. So again, the one thing I look for is a short confirmation short out of this. Okay, that's the one thing I'll be looking for right now. Alright, so this is the free live stream. Probably won't do another one for another 2 weeks. So if you're in here for free, good job. I called a lot of shit today, but this is probably one of the best free live streams I've had. Really nice price action all day. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, and peace. Again, if I don't know if Leopard or Levi or will be here in the afternoon. If any of them want to stream, they can feel free in the afternoon. I probably won't be here, but it's up to them. But yeah, if Leopard can hop on if he wants. The thing is, this was better price action than everyone anticipated in the morning, so PM might be mid or even worse. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, well, I'll see you guys later. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Make sure you're utilizing the trading chat if you're not on my premium. I try to talk into it as much as I can. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.